I'm live now. This is giving me like messages. Apparently I can pin a chat. I'm not gonna be here long enough for chats and stuff. It's the end of my day. I got rid of that little thing that was covering my screen. All right, let's get into this. It's gonna be a quick one. It's been a long day, and I've been doing quite a bit of couples counseling lately. So let's just go over how do I say this? 3 ways to keep your connection with the person that you profess to love. And these ways are going to be easy, not going to take a lot of energy. So let's just go over it. The first thing is, and this is sometimes what I do for homework, gratitude. Easy. 3 times a day, just send your significant other, the person that you are, interested in, maybe even married to, send them something that shows you're appreciative. Hey, I really appreciate the way you didn't yell at me when I was sleeping in today. Or I really appreciate the way that you put gas in the car tank. I don't know, there's lots of ways. If you can't think of any ways that your person is being, cool or anything thankful towards them, that only means that your brain isn't trained on figuring out how to perceive them in a more positive light. You know what I mean? You've probably gotten real used to being able to criticize things that they're doing wrong. So this is just homework that'll help to retrain your brain on finding not the faults in them, but where you're grateful for them. And sometimes just 3 a day makes a world of difference in the relationship. Number 2, there's a thing called emotional bids. This is a Gottman concept. It's John and Julie Gottman, they've been doing this for decades. So their whole, I'm not going to go into that. They've got a lot going on. We'll just talk about emotional bids. And when you think of emotional bids, think of yourself at a bidding house, like I've ever been to a bidding house. Like, I'm going to bid on some art at this. I've never done that, but still, you can picture having one of those little handle things and holding it up for items that you want to buy. Hey, I got this item, $50 here, $75 here. You know what I mean? People are raising their little paddles. I've never been there. I'm just going off what I've seen in the movies. But emotional bids is you in the audience raising your hand. You're accepting something. So every time your partner is asking you to do something fun or just saying, hey, how you doing? That is it's called a bid for connection, an emotional bid for connection. I want to connect with you. So what you do is, instead of keeping your paddle down, like, I don't want that, you say, I'll take that. I'll take it. Emotional bids, just accept it. If you want to, hey, what do you think about this movie? I thought it might be cool. I think it's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's go to a movie. Hey, I'm really having a rough day. Do you want to go out to eat? Yeah, let's go out to eat. Hey, can you watch the kids tonight? I'm tired, whatever. Yeah, just be amenable. Agree, like, hey, I'm going to help you. I accept your emotional bid to connect. That's the second thing. In relationships that end up in here, some of them are, crazily bad, but all of them have, on some level, stopped accepting these emotional bids. I've got a video on that somewhere. I've got a lot of videos. Just look up Jed said therapy, emotional bids. It'll come up, okay? That's the second one. The third one is the biggie. And it's not going to take a lot of energy. Avoid criticism. I know, hey, duh, Jed. That's an easy one. But it's really not. You are, not you. That's like me criticizing, right? I'm like, you're doing this, you're doing that. Don't do that. Anytime someone feels judged, they're gonna close up and they're gonna get defensive. So, agreed. Listen, I get it. I know they do things that bug you. They do. You know what I mean? They do. They're not perfect, but you're not in this relationship to have the perfect partner. It doesn't exist. You're in this relationship to build something with somebody else. And of course, they're going to have flaws. When they're doing said flaw, they just, it just bothers you. Just shut your mouth. Don't point it out. I don't like this. I don't like when you do that. Don't point it out. Don't even point it out when they ask for it unless you're in a really good place in your relationship. Don't do it then. That's a lot of the times why people come to therapy, is because they need a moderator. It's been so unsafe for so long that any kind of judgment or, hey, can we work on something, feels too harsh, and it's met with instability. So they come to therapy, which is fine. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. Criticism, avoid it if you can, until you feel safe enough and you're in a good enough place to lay out some, hey, can we try something different? That's fine. So number one, gratitude. 3 gratitudes a day could be easy. Text, just say, hey, you look hot. You know what I mean? Just 3 a day. 2, emotional bids. I'm like waving my hands out here, like you can't even see it. 2, emotional bids. When they say something and they're, just trying to communicate with you, meet them. Just say, hey, I accept that bid. And number 3, avoid criticism. Stop judging them. They're faulty for sure, but you don't have to tell them all the ways that they're messing up. Hopefully they're not telling you that either. So there you go. 3 things, easy, low energy, low impact ways to create and maybe even help build a more solid relationship. If you want to see a longer video, and this ended up pretty long, it's the end of the day. I end up babbling sometimes. Go to the channel and there's a video. It's number 163 called Making Relationships Work. It just goes over a lot of good material, probably, 8 minutes long. Check it out. Thanks for being here. And thanks for not commenting because I didn't see it anyway. And until next time,